Yo! Welcome to the show that will take you into a 26 weeks journey of building a roster for an imaginary game. Today we'll get into the specifics of Akai, Haachama, Haato. But first, it seems like she's going to have some assistance from Tokinosora. Sora's assist is the idle jump. She'll come out and untire the opponent. If you missed Sora's full moveset reveal, the link is in the description below. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell to not miss anything PHG again. Now to Haachama. Let's get serious. Haachama, the strongest idol. But as some of the newer faces among us might not know, she was not always called like that. For an expanded history of Haachama's journey to find herself, go watch that excellent video by Otaku Advisor, which summarizes it perfectly. Now, even though Haachama seems to have settled down with her identity crisis nowadays, the fact is the Haato-Haachama relationship remains a big part of Haachama's character identity. That's why Haachama will use that element in her moveset, not as a stance or swap character, but instead as an evolving one. She will start the match as Akai Haato. Haato has trauma counters, a list of 8 conditions she can fulfill in order to get stronger. When 5 trauma counters are filled, Haato's head goes Haachama Chama, aka she turns into Haachama. Her entire moveset and normals change. Her grab now leads to a combo, and if the opponent takes the throw, they will automatically do a taunt and scream Haachama. Her snapback now hits herself, consumes her white life, and switches with someone else if any teammate is available. When the 8 trauma counters are all activated, Haachama becomes the strongest idol, Godchama. For people that don't know the lore, Godchama is a meme. Haachama is an eldritch god, more or less made real by Haachama herself. It is the ultimate form of Haachama that is able to use all of the council members' powers in one. She basically becomes literally the strongest idol in Holo universe. But that form also represents the final reunification of Haachama's multiple inner personalities and arguably the end of Haachama's extensive lore arc. It is a defining moment of her character. As the ultimate being appears, the timer is put on infinite. Her maximum bar of meter goes to 8 and her meter gain is multiplied by 8 also. She gains a level 8 super, which is an instant kill. She does 4 times more damage and takes 4 times less damage. You get it, she's basically invincible, which makes Haachama's archetype an alternative win condition character. If you can reach that point with her, you already almost won. Very similar to Dark Phoenix and Pucci in JoJo ASB. Concerning her holo button, as Haato, her holo button acts as a normal 4th attack button. As Haachama, her holo button becomes Haachama Beam. It is a reality bending projectile that creates randomness. If it hits the opponent, in addition to the damage, it could teleport them somewhere random on the screen, remove or give them some health or meter, give them a random buff or debuff, etc. If it hits an assist, if you press the holo button again, in exchange of 5% of Haachama's life, it will turn the assist into a clone of Haachama that will help her fight the opponent for 5 seconds, making the assist unavailable. Even if the beam doesn't hit anything, it might still randomly have an effect, removing or adding time to the clock, putting a hazard on the floor, etc. But there is also a small chance Haachama will not want to do the beam but instead do any other normal action, including super moves, taunting, and switching with a teammate on her own. As Godchama, she gets both the directional normals and the Haachama beam. All the random positive effects of Haachama beam are now gone. It removes the non-Haachama beam's actions from the button probabilities. It automatically turns the assist it hits into a clone for no cost and for 5 seconds longer. Whew! That was already a doozy, but we are not even in the actual moveset yet, so let's get into it. We'll start with Haato's special moves. First off, let's start with 2-2 plus attack. Haato will perform a random cheering action with 3 possible effects. Random noises, which is common. Give Haato and her teammates a bit of life back. Tsun, which is rare. Give some meter to Haato. Ear-piercing scream, which is super rare. Fills the buffering gauge. The stronger the button is, the longer the action will take, but the bigger the effect will be. Next up we have 2-1-4 plus attack. Haato pushes the enemy in front of her in a swinging movement. The button A will be a slap. The button B will be a one-hand push. And finally we see a 2 hands push. 2-3-6 plus attack. Haato forms a heart in front of her. It can absorb 1 projectile. The strength of the button determines the size of the heart. When Haato transforms into Haachama, she loses those special moves but gains new ones. So here are Haachama's moves. 2 charge 8 plus attack. Haachama launches the content of her pot in the air, and if it hits the enemy, instead of doing damage, it puts a sick status on the opponent. You can have up to 3 sick status overlapping at once maximum on the enemy. 1 status on the opponent makes them take slightly more damage. 2 status makes them poisoned. 3 status makes them sick to the point of throwing up, aka crumble on the ground and open to combos. 6, 3, 2, 1 plus attack. Haachama does the reverse bridge and start moving forward as if she belongs to a horror movie. She hits anybody that is in her way. The strength determines the distance. 4, 1, 2, 3, 6 plus A or B, Haachama sends one of her clones as a projectile. For some reason, Haachama has a history of canonically making and using clones as her minions, which would be weird for any other talents but not for Haachama, so let's roll with it. Her clones will rush forward with A and jump forward with B. 4, 1, 2, 3, 6 plus C. Haachama sends 2 clones to grab the opponent. It acts as a command grab, and if the opponent is hit by it, they'll be carried by the clone that will throw them toward Haachama, leading to a combo possibility. Godchama gets both Haato's and Haachama's special moves, but also gains 2 new ones. 4-1 plus attack or 6-3 plus attack. Godchama teleports forward or backward depending on the direction. The exact position depends on the force of the button. 4 charge 6 plus attack. A straightforward energy projectile that will take a good chunk of the enemy's life if it hits. Again, the strength of the button determines the speed. Now to the supers as Haato. First off we have 2-3-6, 2-3-6 plus A. Haato grabs her microphone and Haatons cheer chaotically in front of her, hitting the members of the opposing team that touches them. Now as Haachama, 2-3-6, 2-3-6 plus B. Haachama summons a giant Haachama clone. It stays 5 seconds on the screen chasing after the enemy. Her 3 bars cinematic super will also be locked to Haachama level of trauma counters. It will be 2-3-6, 2-3-6 plus C, and by default will be how to remove a head. and I'm just gonna let that clip talk. Her unlockable cinematic super will be something less horror oriented. In this one, Haachama acts like a cartoon character and annoys the enemy until it takes damage from fear of her. Now, only after you get your 5 trauma counters, even after you initially transform into Haachama, she still has the possibility to go back to Haato in exchange of some meter. Haachama used that trick quite a few times herself. So only as Haachama. 632146 plus Holo. Haachama transformed back to Akai Haato. It costs 1 bar of meter. In the same way, only as Haato 41234 plus Holo transforms Akai Haato back into Haachama. Finally, as Godchama, Godchama gets every Haato and Haachama supers except the transforming ones. Godchama is already perfect and can't go back. But she gets this one, 16341 plus Holo. It's her expensive insta-kill. The animation will be Haachama using all of her cancel level powers on the enemy at once. Damn! Haachama was a complex character to make, but it sure was fun! Now for her original theme, of course it has to be Red Heart. An incredible song that has already naturally become her character theme by default. Of course, her second song will be Infinity. That song is weirdly enough one of my favorite Hololive songs in English. I just simply love it so fucking much, but it's not the best fit for a fighting game. As for her costumes, it is somehow complicated. What I envision for her is to start with her default outfit as Haato, change into the default Haachama Gothic Lolita outfit when she transforms, and finally you'll get the Haato haircut plus the Haachama outfit as Godchama. So it is already a lot of outfits that are being used, but her first unlockable outfit would be the princess dress. As to where it could be used, for any of the forms, but only one at a time. Meaning, since you can unlock both her Idol and New Year's outfits, you would be able to do something like Haato in the Idol outfit, Haachama in the New Year outfit, and Godchama in the Princess outfit, for example. However, for better clarity in the fights, I think the default 3 costumes should be locked to their initial form. Meaning you cannot use the Haato's outfit for the Godchama form, for example. With that, Haachama is done! The strongest idol helped our game get a bit more perfect in a multitude of ways. But what do you think about the integration of Haachama in the perfect Hololive fighting game? Would you change anything? Let me know in the comment section below. Again, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to not miss the next week for a new Holo meme. Try to guess who? Bye!
Oh, sorry! I'm so sorry! I'm sorry.